Now you listen to me, George Burns. This is your big chance. While we're here in the Kraft Music Hall, I want you to show off your voice.
But, Gracie, it wouldn't be nice for me to sing. After all, it's Al Jolson's program.
George, there's only one thing that kept you from being a successful singer like Jolson.
What was that?
You didn't want to spoil the crease in the knees of your pants.
Yeah, that's always held me back. I'm too neat.
Well,
Yes.
tonight be sloppy and sing.
I can't insult a close friend. Why, Al and I often go out to the club and get marinated from the same herring.
George, you're going to sing or my name isn't Dorothy McGregor.
Your name isn't Dorothy McGregor.
Then you're going to sing.
Gracie, has it ever occurred to you that maybe Al wouldn't let me sing?
Oh, I'll take care of that. I'll speak to the head man himself. Oh, Mr. Levant.
Gracie, Mr. Levant is not the head man.
Oh, why not? He's got a head.
Hello, Gracie. Hello, George.
Mr. Levant, let's not beat around the bush.
Why do you say that?
Well, you look like you've been beating around the bush.
Gracie, let's not bother Oscar.
You keep out of this, George. This concerns you.
Stuck to my dancing act.
Mr. Levant, don't you think that George sings better than Al Jolson?
Yes.
How can you say that?
Well, after working with Jolson as long as I have, it's easy to say.
Mr. Levant, I want George to sing on this program.
Well, the only way to do that is to stop Jolson from singing, and that isn't easy. He's long-winded.
Have you got any ideas how we could stop him?
Well, I've considered many ways, but I dropped them on the advice of my attorney.
Well, I think if we work together on this, we can have George running the music hall.
Gracie, we happen to have our own program.
We'd combine them. We could take the Kraft Swiss cheese and fill the holes with Maxwell House coffee.
I don't know who has the brains in your family, but you ought to get them back.
Oh, that's sweet. George, why don't you ever say nice things to me?
I'm working on something. Listen, Gracie, let's give up the idea of me singing.
You wouldn't have a chance anyway. When Jolson sees you, he'll say, "Hello, George. Hello, Gracie. Huh. Sit down and I'll sing you half a dozen songs."
Oh, Al is not like that.
Yes, he is. The second thing he'll say will be, "I know you want to hear me sing because I'm the world's greatest entertainer."
But Al's not that kind of a guy. Here he comes.
Hello, George. Hello, Gracie. Sit down. I'll sing you half a dozen songs.
Okay, Al.
I know you want to hear me sing because I'm the world's greatest entertainer.
See? I told you he'd brag.
That's enough out of you, Oscar. Go sit down.
I'm tired of the way you talk to me. If I had your money, I wouldn't work with you.
People ought to think twice before they give their kids piano lessons.
Now's your chance, Sugar Throat. Go ahead and sing.
Gracie, I can't do it.
George, are you a man or a mouse?
I'm a mouse.
Then squeak through the song.
George, do you really want to sing?
About 30 songs.
Well, you've just got to hear him. George is very sincere when he sings. You've heard Nelson Eddy sing Shortening Bread?
Oh, sure.
Well, when George sings it, you can actually smell it.
George, why does Gracie want you to be a singer? Does she think that sometime I'll make a picture of your life?
They might have that. If you could ever get through with Larry Parks.
George, you don't need Larry Parks. I could play you in a picture.
You play me?
Yes, who'd know the difference? We're married.
Why don't you stop kidding? You can't sing, George.
Well, of course, I don't have a voice like yours, Al. It's Different type of voice.
Yeah.
Younger.
Look, this whole thing would just take a minute. Mr. Jolson, you sit down and listen to George. Now, I promise you that you'll have shivers running up and down your spine.
I have them now. It's Gracie in here. Look, Gracie, if George is such a good singer, why isn't he singing on your program?
Oh, you're cute.
Listen, George, we've been friends a long time. Why, our friendship started way back on that day many years ago when you held me on your knee.
I held you on my knee?
Well, there may be a little, juxtaposition there. Anyway, George, you know, I think a lot of you, and I admit you've got a good voice, a very good voice, but something happens to it as it passes your tonsils.
George, he's just trying to talk you out of singing. He's jealous.
Jealous?
Name one singer that's better than I am.
Dick Haymes, Perry Como, Jack Smith, Bing Crosby.
I told you just one.
George, whether Jolson lets you or not, go ahead and sing.
But, Gracie, it isn't cricket.
George, I'm not asking you to rub your legs together. Just sing.
Okay.
From time to time in every climb, blessings come from above. Come on,
Let me hear that last note again. Your blessings come up above. Let me hear that again, will you?
From time to time in every climb, blessings come from above.
He's got it, you know. He's the nearest thing to Peggy Lee I've heard in years. Don't mind it, Joe. Come on, bend that note again. Keep going, will you?
From time to time in every climb, blessings come from
Gracie,
above.
he's got a great voice, but that's
Yes,
not the
sir.
right song for him, you know.
Look, do you mind if I just...
No, go right ahead, George. Keep singing,
From
George.
time to time in every
Just sing
climb,
something more
blessings come
modern
from
like this, you know.
above.
Well, like this, you know.
Summer name.
Put on your old gray bonnet with the blue ribbons on it, and we'll hitch old Dobbin to the shade. Through the fields of clover, we'll ride up to Dover on our golden wedding day.
Wonderful.
From time to time in every climb, blessings come from above.
George, not now. We haven't got time.
Come on.
George, we haven't got time.
Lady, your food store has a real bargain waiting for you. A bargain in nutrition. It's cheese. Cheese prices have come down. And cheese is a protein food, a main dish food. Actually, ounce for ounce, no other basic food matches cheese for high-quality, complete protein, for calcium, phosphorus, and other nutrients from milk. So, for lower-cost main dishes that the whole family will enjoy, cook with cheese. Kraft's pasteurized processed varieties are smooth-melting, perfect for casserole dishes. Grand, too, for golden good toasted cheese sandwiches. Tomorrow, get medium mellow Kraft American or sharp Old English. There are extra savings if you buy the big, economical 2-pound loaf. Be sure to get the genuine Kraft American or Old English, because you can depend on Kraft for quality.
Love is a difficult thing to measure, but here Irving Berlin attempts to do so with a beautiful song. How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses are sprinkled with dew? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky?
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.